Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, July 1st, 2024, streaming and recording live from the Yay Studio. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I've got Bob Aldrett.
Thank you, Michael Padilla.
As well as one, Justin Moore.
Thank you, Michael Padilla.
Thank you, Justin Moore. As well as a hardworking father of three, Trey Dishner.
Thank you, Michael Padilla.
All right, welcome.
We're back, boys.
Welcome back. We are back.
We back.
Indeed. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody. We really do appreciate it. Today is going to be a fun one, so let's lock in. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. We really do appreciate it. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Last week was our grand return after a couple weeks off, and we returned with a huge episode where we played over under free agent frenzy and talked about all the things we missed in Speed Takes. It was a great one, so be sure to check that out if you have not already. Also, go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hat stickers, and hoodies with a bunch of great designs, many of which designed by our very own Dan Gilligan Vogel, Heel Boy. Some good stuff. Yaybasketball.com, stickers, hoodies, all that good stuff. Now, this is the basketball game show after all, so before we dive into our first game of the day, Justin, can we get a recap of our picks from last week, please?
You can indeed, Michael. So, the good news or the bad news first? What do we want, gentlemen? The good news, I think it would be wise to do. From worst to first, myself. Because Sabrina came through and scored, I believe, 23 points, if I'm not mistaken.
It's on there.
I'm always
Two
All you
weeks
have to
in a
do is
row.
go on the
I'm
wrong
always on the
tab.
wrong screen.
I added that just for you to do.
Oh, well.
It's the only reason that it's there.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Wow.
I'm just saying, you have the information.
I was right.
I made sure I
22 points.
updated.
Just listen to me sometimes. You know what I mean? Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, well, now, hold on. Let's not run past this.
What?
We have to do the ceremonial passing of the trophy. So
Yes,
if you want
yes.
to hand it to me, I'll hand it to him. And so on.
Trey has been.
Conveyor belt.
I don't do it for trophies. You know
Trey
what I mean?
has been
Was it back-to-back?
usurped.
Huh?
Was it back-to-back that I won?
Yes.
Yes.
You did win back-to-back month. He did lose back-to-back
okay.
months.
It had been a while since
Yes.
I've
I'm not
won.
going to stay on there.
It had.
The King in the North.
Oh.
Took it.
Sure.
Sure.
You thief.
Michael, you do get second place, 3,300 points. Brianna Stewart under hater bet. She had 24. Hey, Trey.
Hey.
How you doing? You bet against Sabrina and me. I felt personally attacked. 3,000 points. That's what did you in because you took her under, and obviously she scored the 23. Hey, Bob. How are you? You doing okay? You doing all right?
Yeah,
we knew
pretty
you were going to lose
interesting
last week. You did have the over on
Alana
Smith. Thank you. 11.5 points. Six big ones.
She
Couldn't
really.
even, couldn't even double up for you. But we can know what that means. We already knew that, though. We already knew this was coming. So not much of a surprise. And you know what? Honestly, I'm sorry that Michael's making you do these things. You know? He writes
Freeze.
Nope. He puts the punishments in there. You know what I mean?
So do I.
Oh, well, we
But
haven't
I
gotten that
never
one.
pull mine.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Oh, did you try?
Resume.
Did you?
We're going to wait. I think that the time to start would be post round one of the first game. So
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Get that
Don't
all
worry about
poured
it,
out
yeah.
for you here in just a moment. So let's dive in. That's where we stand today, and we start a new month all with 1,500 points. If you do not know, we will be diving into all of that here very shortly. And let's get to our first game. And our first game today is YB Trivia. That's right, it's YB Trivia. Welcome to YB Trivia. This is about as straightforward as they come. I will ask Bob, Justin, and Trey an NBA trivia question, and they will each receive 4 multiple-choice options. They work as a team to correctly guess the trivia question. Each correct answer is worth 100 points. You don't get it, I get it. Pretty straightforward, same format as normal. Are you ready to begin, team?
Do we have lifelines?
No.
Ready.
All right, if you die, you die.
Yeah, there's 3 of you working together. You're fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here it is. As you deliberate I will get your portion of sauce.
Yes, sir.
And then when I ask you the question, we'll talk. You'll take it, and then we'll do it.
I'll just take it.
Okay. How many times has Paul George made an All-Star team? 9 times. 7 times. 10 times. 8 times.
I'm rocking. I feel pretty good about 7.
You feel pretty good about 7?
Yeah.
I was between 9 and 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, nothing is between 9 and 10.
It was 9, 7, and 8.
There's 10, 9, 7, and 8. They were in different orders, but yeah.
If you feel confident on 7, I say go with
I
it.
feel confident on 7 because I just don't. I feel like
Yeah.
he hasn't made it in a long time.
I mean, barring injuries,
That's what I'm saying.
he maybe only did it 7 times.
Yeah, I think he's 31, 30 maybe.
Yeah,
31?
I'm with 7. I'm
Yeah.
at 7.
Yeah, so if he's at 31, he definitely was a one and done player. He came in the league at 19. He's had he had a great Indiana career.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
until his like 4th year
Exactly.
or 5th year there.
Then
is
he
when turned
did
it
miss
on.
a year.
And he had his
Yep.
best career in OKC.
Uh-huh.
Or best.
And I don't
best
think he's
season
made an
OKC.
All-Star game with the Clippers. Maybe one?
I think he made one.
In 5 years. I think
one.
I'm closer to 7.
yeah,
I think you're right.
7's definitely.
I think 7's the answer, Michael.
Good timing. I just got done pouring.
I was really trying to
Oh, he's
Stretch
trying
it
to
out
Hey,
there.
that's a man with a production mentality. I like that. Okay. 7, final answer?
Yeah, why not?
Yes, sir.
Let me find them. Sorry, I was on the wrong page looking for the wrong button.
Oh,
Nope.
damn.
No, it is 9 times.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
That's all right.
9-time All-Star Paul George agreed to terms on a 4-year, $212 million max contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. Bob, go ahead and take that, and I'll ask you a quick question.
Thank you, sir.
A great question as always.
We
as
should
you
have done
like
this
to
at the
say.
beginning of Bob's Buckets.
You're taking it with a so he's got Greek yogurt off to the side.
It's like a probiotic situation.
yeah.
Prenatal.
It's prenatal.
Before yeah. It's free real estate.
This is for you. I don't know. All of you. You're welcome.
This is not to get confused.
Okay, Bob, where does this move put Philly among the best in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, so honestly, last year, I had a weird pick for the finals. It was Philadelphia and Dallas. I may have been a year too soon. I think this puts the Sixers in position to give even New York a run for their money, even gives Indiana some trouble. Who are the other guys you got to get through? I'm not mentioning the Bucks, who you got to get through to get to Boston and to get to the finals. So this poises Philadelphia to be probably the second best team, maybe third best team in the East going into next season.
Okay. Justin, thoughts?
Yeah, I see it similar-ish. I think they're already better than New York. I don't know. Some people were talking about the 2028 year or whenever that contract really kicks in, it's going to look like a bad contract. And I go, if you think that the Sixers were going to be good then, unless they traded Joel Embiid, I don't know what to tell you anyway.
I think the more so it's like it's going to look like a Chris Paul contract where it's like he's due to make $30 million and he's like 30 something years old. He'll be
Yeah.
38 at the end of the contract.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. They go as far as Joel Embiid goes, no matter what. I think the bigger part of it was probably getting off Tobias Harris.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Also, I just like the shakeup. I like the new. Let's see, if they can get some new chemistry kind of going faster. The problem, I think, is do we think that Paul George and
Jared
Joel
McCain.
Joel Embiid,
He's a baller though. He's a little.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
do we think that those two players will play more than 50 games together in the regular season next
Yes.
season? You think so?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that
Together?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Probably
saying.
not together, no.
Yeah, so then it comes down to chemistry. Because I don't know if Joel Embiid's going to play more than 65 games. I don't know if Paul George just came off of 74, but before that it wasn't so much. So we'll kind of see how that kind of goes. What's stopping this team? Their knees.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now, Bob?
That's a good one, Justin. I'm great. I'm just all salivaed up here. That's
I didn't
all.
get you tissues. Want me to get you some tissues?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. While Trey tells us about the future of the Sixers, I'll go get you some tissues, buddy.
I love this move. I really do like it with Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, they just re-signed Kelly Oubre for nothing. Literally gave him like
Tsunami Poppy himself.
$16 million for 2 years. That's very cheap. They still have Buddy Hield. I have them jumping up to the 4th spot. They finished 7th. So yeah, it definitely helped them getting Paul George.
And they had a bit of a weird artificial 7th. Like they got to 7th when they easily could have been 2nd.
So this definitely pushes them. I see them going to the 4th spot.
4th spot in the East, I believe that. I like that. Health, big question mark.
Yeah.
Yes, John Anthony made a point that I was just about to make, my brother man. Drummond is a huge upgrade in terms of depth. Yep. The Sixers were atrocious in the non-Embiid minutes last year.
Oh, yeah.
Andre Drummond is not Joel Embiid, not at all. But their biggest problem was size. They just got out-rebounded. The scoring was crazy. And Drummond isn't like an exceptional defender that much anymore, but they get a big upgrade there. There she upgrades. And
they're Philadelphia 76ers.
That's right. The 76ers gonna be 4th. I could see them having an okay regular season. It all comes down to health. Is Joel Embiid gonna be healthy in the postseason as he's never been before? Maybe. If so, then great. Yeah, maybe they could make a conference finals run. If not, maybe he stays the only MVP in NBA history to never make a conference finals. That would be it's very much on the table. I like it. It's a good fit, like for the team. I think it's what they kind of needed. Tyrese Maxey's still kind of finding himself and growing into his own. And Embiid is Embiid. You kind of, when he's there, you kind of know what to expect, even if he's not 100%, which hardly he ever is. Kind of know what to expect. I like the fit basketball-wise. I like the fit roster-wise. So we'll see if Paul George makes a huge statement and there he comes out where he's like, I want to retire this team, like he said for the last 3 teams that he played for. So we'll see.
Oh, you have a star that's injured the most out of any player in the NBA in the playoffs over the last 5 years? Sign me up, says Paul George, because Kawhi Leonard is the only other player with Joel Embiid who's missed as many games in the playoffs in the last 5 years.
Wow. Just quickly, was the Kawhi Paul George Clipper era failure?
Well, they had one Western Conference Finals appearance. You're going to call it a success? I don't know, because they spent a lot of money and didn't really get past it. Expectations were always so high, but I never believed once that it was ever an era. So,
okay.
I do have a quick fun fact.
Sure.
Paul George has the most career postseason points among players who had never made the NBA Finals. So maybe this...
Most postseason points ever by somebody who's never made the finals?
Yeah, 2,416. The guy behind him is
great stat.
Steve Nash.
Oh.
I've heard of him.
I'm aware.
Yeah, but no. Yeah,
Was it a failure?
this could be what puts
Could
him
help.
over that edge.
Could help.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a failure, but also I feel like the price that they paid obviously was not just for Paul George; it was for both of them.
Yes, for sure,
And I
because
don't-
it was,
It just is what it is. I feel like at that point in time, I think that's the price you have to pay for that players of that caliber, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, a failure, but like it's not to be like, I guess it's not to poo-poo on them. Like, yeah, you dummies, you made this decision. Like it was the right decision to make at the time. It just didn't work out.
It was a lot. It was a lot at the time. I mean, they mortgaged their entire future, gave up an MVP finalist this year,
And Danilo
But
Gallinari.
we didn't know that then. The same way we didn't know the pick was going to be Jalen Williams. The same way, you know what I mean?
Sure,
Like,
right. But, I mean, I mean,
But Danilo Gallinari. I move on.
That's where I draw the line.
Just saying.
can't let Danilo go. Did you think it was a failure, Trey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree. All right, let's get to round 2 of YB Trivia. What? How you feeling, Bob?
My tongue feels like the beach of Normandy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Today or
Sorry.
Always.
Look at that. Time is a flat circle. What is DeJounte Murray's career points per game average? 21.5, 20.5, 22.5, 21.7.
What do you think, Trey?
Want to say 22.5, but what was that? Can you read them one more time?
21.5, 22.5, 22.5, what? 20.5, 21.7.
I want to say 22.5 or the 21.5. It's one of those two. So
I like the 21.7. He's trying to mess with us.
it's just weird.
The first one was 20?
21.5,
Yeah, thank you.
20.5, 22.5,
I like-
21.7.
I like 20.5.
He scored a lot when he played for the Spurs. Like he was their number one option.
Was he?
Number one option on the team that got the first overall pick.
Not within there.
They were garbage. We forget this.
He scored a lot.
Yeah, but he was gone before that.
That's what I don't know. That seems a
Okay.
little low. 20. I don't know. We can.
This is legit.
Bob.
happening.
I think
We
it's
were both
20.
like-
I think it's. I think it's
I
20.
think it's 21-7. I think it's 21-7.
right.
And he doesn't do this shit to us. But damn it, he's in. I think he did it to us today.
Oh no, no.
It's too specific.
Let's go 22.5. No, 21.5.
I like a 0.5 more than I like a
Yeah,
0.7.
me too. For sure.
Oh, here's the hot spoon. I almost used that. That would have been fucking hell,
Spit it out.
sister.
Okay, let's 21.5.
21.5. Final answer.
Yeah, why not?
No, it was 22.5.
Ah.
Right off the rip, you said.
Yep.
The Atlanta Hawks ended the DeJounte or Trey conversation by sending DeJounte Murray to the New Orleans Pelicans in exchange for a firm handshake and a stick of gum. What are your expectations for the Pelicans with Murray on board, Bob?
Yeah, so I was in the camp that they would move. Now it's to the stomach. Herb Jones or Trey Murphy the third. So if they keep them around, they keep Zion, they keep
Dan just said, I legit thought Bob was
They
just eating
keep-
ice cream out of a backpack. Kind of.
team-
It's Greek yogurt out of a cooler bag.
vanilla Greek yogurt.
In case you were sure.
Do you have a brand you want to plug? Was it a
Yeah,
special
Too
brand?
Good. Sponsor us, Too Good.
Hell yeah, baby.
2 grams per serving. Protein serving. It's great. The Pelicans, I have as low as expectations for them as I had last year.
Uh-huh.
This doesn't move the needle for me.
Wow.
They're still going to be on the outside looking in the playoffs, even though they made what they finished last year.
They lost the playing game to
You're
the
right.
Lakers.
Right. So I think they were the 10
8.
or the 8. Yeah, the 8. Yeah. I mean, they're just going to be the 8 again, or they're going to get worse, especially if they move BI. They just have to go into this full rebuild and stop being so mid. I don't know. You can't just be a middle of the pack team, especially when the West is getting better. You know, even
Oh, it's hard to think on this
even
stuff.
losing like depth like Denver has, there's still enough there to kick your ass if you're the Pels. So, yeah, the Pelicans are still just going to be an 8th or 9th seed. I don't see them improving much. CJ McCollum's lungs are non-existent, and yeah, new era in New Orleans. Run it back with the
CJ
same mediocrity.
CJ McCollum's lungs look like the beaches of Normandy. Go ahead.
So I'm almost the complete opposite of Bob. I love this. I think it works
What's up, Sports
well
Cage? Welcome back.
for the Pelicans. I think they will move BI because I think they need to because he just played like garbage. The Pelicans, I don't know if anybody else watched the Lakers game. I'm pretty sure I did. Zion almost beat the Lakers by him damn self in the playing game. Like before he got hurt, like you go, okay, that's where it's going to be. That's pretty scary. And then you add a really great perimeter player on top of that because kind of their issue was their half-court offense. And I think that DeJounte can help with that. I do also think they should move off of CJ, but you got to find the trade places for that. I think while, yes, the West getting better, there's multiple teams that are getting worse in the West. I do think the Clippers are going to fall back. I do think that the Lakers are even going to probably fall back compared to where the Pelicans will be because they're younger and healthier and going to play more regular season games on a full-out clip and thus win more games. So I look at the Pelicans as being like a 6 seed because I think the Suns could even fall back. Like I see all those teams that go, okay, they could fall back. Granted, the Grizzlies will be coming back, so
Yeah.
we'll kind of see what happens with
With their
that.
vengeance.
But I mean, we'll roll the dice on it. I would be willing to bet that they finish above the 8 seed this coming season. I'd be willing to bet that they're out of the play-in. They're in the actual playoffs to start the thing.
Top 6 seed.
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah, they finished 7th. I see them finishing 6th as well with getting Murray. If Zion can be healthy, they could jump up maybe another spot. They don't have a big. They did just draft Yves Missy. Don't know who that is out of Baylor. It's a rookie.
Saying a lot if you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their starting big. So they do not have any bigs. don't know what's going to happen with Brandon Ingram, what they're going to get back for him. As Bob said, CJ McCollum's lungs are shitty. So
Yeah, that guy got his ass kicked in the Big 12 last year. I wouldn't expect much.
yeah, I don't know. I don't expect much. It doesn't move the needle much for him. It's going to help DeJounte with like maybe getting an all-star, appearance and like back to that maybe defensive player or all defensive. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it helps his situation, but it doesn't help the Pelicans.
So the report was they were 0-23 going into in games in which they were behind in the fourth quarter or something like that, and that they view DeJounte as a high level fourth quarter scorer. I guess he was a top 8 fourth quarter scorer this year in total points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he does fill that gap for him, an on-ball, a good on-ball defender, although he has slipped significantly since his all-defensive selection last year was a little jarring, honestly. Some of that had to do with him trying to pick up the slack from Trey, and then when Trey was gone, it was kind of just him out there. But I could see the 6 seed, but I also just, I feel like the top 4 seeds are almost locked, right? We've got Nuggets, we've got Wolves, Thunder, and we've got the Mavs now, right? Mm-hmm. So if we do that 4, who's that 5, and then the 6? I don't necessarily think. I don't know. I could see it. I could see him being a 6 seed, but I think it's more likely that they're in that 7 to 8 play-in spot with home court in the play-in.
And you still got the Kings too.
Yeah, yeah. Kings.
Grizzlies are back.
Grizzlies are back.
Have a full year together.
The Pelicans were
The Spurs
a 2 seed like 3 seasons ago.
That's my point. Well, yeah. But it feels like a lifetime ago, though, right? You know that they were the 1 seed, and in a different way, where it's like the Thunder had their run last year, the Pelicans had their run, and then Zion fell off, or got injured, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they fell off as a result. The Thunder feel like they're just going up and up and up. So it's just kind of different. It's hard to relate those Pelicans teams to anybody else. Bob, how you feeling, bud?
I think we're through the pain, but it's still subsiding in my soul.
You'll feel a lot more pain in about 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
It's gonna be. It looks like the beaches of Normandy down there.
Depending on what Sarah makes tonight, we have 2 options, gentlemen.
Oh,
It should be broth, milk. We could just broth.
Do I need to say it,
It's
Bob?
either Steaks by Sarah.
Oh.
Could do some work on the plumbing, which wouldn't be great. Or chicken Alfredo.
better.
Might
Still
be
gonna
better.
do some work on the plumbing.
Both of those are gonna fuck you up. Sorry to say, but you know
Yes.
what? Go buy a Steaks by Sarah hoodie or a T-shirt or whatever you want.
Yes.
I gave basketball.
You
life.
better.
All right, so that was YB Trivia. You guys both got both of those wrong, so I'll take 200 points for that game, and we'll move on to our segment that's gonna make Bob feel better. Hopefully, it's Bob's Buckets.
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
Hi! Hey! He's still here, folks. All right, so I had this buckets down to 2 people, 2 options, both of which are the leading Rookie of the Year candidates for the WNBA. It was either Caitlin Clark's absolute dominance, almost dropping a triple-double just the other day against the Chicago, damn it, Bob, Sky. But in that game, Angel Reese made motherfucking history. So Angel Reese actually gets my buckets this week. Congratulations, Angel Reese, on being the first WNBA player to record 10 double-doubles in a row. Absolutely outstanding. She's the buckets for this week. She's the future of the WNBA. This rookie class is insane. She looked like a beast. She's like padding her stats pretty much, but I don't hate it. It's not like a Russell Westbrook padding stats for a triple-double season. She legit is just like standing there just like because she can.
Did you see that clip of her? She's like just...
Because she can, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So Angel Reese is the buckets for this week. First time I've had one of the WNBA rookies. So congratulations, Angel. You're the bucket.
I'm sure you've seen the picture of the Caitlin and Angel next to each other, and the Magic and Bird right next to each other, and then the quote tweet is Jordan's coming because here comes Paige is like gonna be the fucking
she's gonna be
Paige is gonna be fucking woo. Also
be a
JoJo
dog.
like what? Oh, I'm so excited for today. I can't wait. This is like a draft. Hey, there's never a better time to get into the WNBA, and by next year, who's gonna be back.
Sure, get them legs up.
Cam Brink. She's
back.
I need a jersey. I need a Cam Brink jersey. All right, cool. Well, that was the bucket. Good bucket there, Bob. Angel Reese, shout out to you. Let's get to the Curiosity Corner, where we ask and answer all the stuff that I'm just curious about. It's been a while. April 8th. This was the last time, by the way.
Okay.
Really?
Quite
April 8th.
Nice.
Almost 3 months.
fascinating.
Welcome to the Curiosity Corner. Like I said, it's where we ask and answer the questions that I'm just curious about.
Indubitably.
Bob, are the Thunder winning the offseason so far?
Michael, that's a very good question, as always. Compared to the other teams in the NBA,
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Okay.
And I would say that because I don't think they're done.
That's the thing.
They've done a fantastic job already, and I think they've got some juice left in that tank, and they're going to possibly grab somebody incredible and really solidify themselves at the top of the West.
Who would you like to see go over there?
Larry Markkinen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I love the
That's
fuck
what I
out of
want.
that. Justin, Thunder winning. I'm just curious. Thunder winning the offseason so far?
I think so far you got to say yes.
Right? Don't you?
I don't think they will when it's all said and done.
Why?
I just got a feeling that something big is going to happen.
What big could happen?
I don't know.
What else big could happen?
It's a feeling. Kind of like what's going on here. It's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Deep guttural.
That's all it is. There's no, like, my sources haven't told me this. But they've not been telling me things for a long time.
What
And
are they telling you, Justin?
right now?
Yeah.
Right now, they say that something might be coming. And they didn't say that something was coming, right? But they said that something might be coming. I got a feeling that we're not, all the moves we've seen so far, we kind of expected to happen. Right? Nothing too shocking, right? There's no
I mean, I was.
there's
pretty
no Kevin
surprised by
Durant.
Clay.
There's no
Yeah. Okay,
right?
I get what you mean.
so something's coming.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but it's gonna go the way of making them not the winners of the offseason, I think.
Sure, yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah. Are the Thunder winning the offseason?
I think they're winning. Getting Caruso, they're adding defense. They've signed role players in Joe and Wiggins. They got, arguably the best guard in the draft, and Nikola Topic, who can
Yeah.
sit and rest for a year, sit
And
behind
he is,
Shea.
And he is redshirting, right? Like he's going
He
to
is
be in
redshirt.
Europe
He
this
will-
year.
No, yeah, he'll be sitting out this whole year.
Yeah.
And so like he can learn the system. So they'll have two guards next year. I think, yeah, they're doing all the moves that they.
Not to mention your
and they
boy.
they just got Isaiah Harden
That's what I was
signed.
gonna say.
Yeah, which was a huge signing. They need to get Laurie. If they get him, they're my favorite in the West.
Yeah, of course they are. I think
Yeah.
they gave up Josh Giddey, who, like we mentioned in the postseason, he was their weakness against the Dallas Mavericks. They were sagging off 12, 14, 15 feet at times, just being like, yeah, go ahead and shoot it. And he just couldn't shoot in that round. So they gave him up for Caruso straight up. No picks involved.
That's crazy.
And you go get Isaiah Hartenstein, which in that series and in the offseason, the early stages of the offseason, we've been saying they need size, need a big, you need a guy. What did I say last week? You need big who doesn't need the ball. That's fucking Isaiah Hartenstein. He's gonna be perfect for them. Now, I don't love the contract, but that's just kind of the gradual increase of pay.
He earned it.
Yeah, sure. I just think, and also a couple years ago, I said when the Nuggets signed KCP for, what was it, 2 years, $60 million? I was like, what the fuck, $30 million a year? And that was worth every
worth
single
it,
penny.
yeah.
Right, absolutely. So this could be something like that, literally all he has to do, be a good defender, rebound the ball, and fucking be a brick wall on screens for Shea and Jalen.
And I think this helps out Chet as well. I think this opens up him to
absolutely.
be able to he's gonna add 5 to 6, maybe even more points per game.
Yeah,
just
great
to be
point.
able to open up.
That's a great point, Trey. Hey, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
What happened?
He had his head on the mic.
Don't.
Gonna cut that and just clip the audio just like that. Did the Knicks overpay for Mikal Bridges?
Michael, this concept has been swirling in my brain.
Huh.
I don't think you can overpay for anyone. I don't think we're in the time where in which you might win a championship and put yourself in a position to win and to be a contender. I don't think there is such thing as overpaying anymore.
It's worth it, right?
It's worth it. If it means you win your championship with that player, who the hell is going to say it's not worth it?
Right. And I've been saying that. It's not a dead homie.
It's worth it.
Justin, go ahead.
I don't think so. We know how Mikal Bridges. I'm not going to go on a diatribe about it. For once.
Well, the listeners might not be very familiar. We got into it in the group chat, but
I've said it
if
on
you
the
wanna
show
refresh
before.
them. I know, but
I think at his peak he could be as good as a prime Paul George as far as offense and defensive player. That's a two-way guy that can get you really good, that can get you 25 a game and be an all-league defender. I think he can do both of those things. That being said, I don't think they overpaid, but I think we see the number 5 as far as first-round picks, and we go overpay because we thought the Rudy Gobert
to be fair,
round picks was an overpay.
Yeah.
And it kind of became the standard to a degree.
4 unprotected. Or were the 4 were 1 was unprotected, 4 was sorry, no, 1 is a pick swap. 3 are top 5 protected, and 1 is unprotected.
Yeah, and then 1 raw dog.
Yeah.
And so we see the number 5 and we go overpay because we all thought the Rudy Gobert trade overpay, and then look what that turned into a conference finals appearance just last year after 2 years after the fact.
Absolutely.
And the Knicks were right there.
Yeah.
Without all the injuries, they were right there. And
One
guess who
game
doesn't
away.
get injured? Guess who doesn't get injured and plays every game?
Well,
that guy.
we'll
So
see.
he would have been there.
Tibbs is gonna try
He's
his
gonna-
best
he's
to.
got everything to do it.
Oh, you've never missed a game? Check this shit out.
Yeah.
Trey.
So my
was it an overpay?
my first thought was overpay.
Me too.
But then when you think and you look at this type of player, you're getting a 3-and-D player that plays both sides of the ball. That, from between June 24, 2021 and June 24, 2024, he's played 247 games, which
Fucking
is
insane.
the most.
He played
in the
83
NBA.
games in a season.
Yeah, so we're talking the most durable guy in the NBA.
Yeah.
You
Next to
can't-
Kevon Looney.
Yeah, you're not overpaying.
The Iron Man? Yeah. Sorry.
You're taking a risk, but it's worth the risk when
Worth the risk.
Yeah, when the history his past has shown that he shows up.
So I think when the trade went down, it was kind of like, well, what happens? Are they going to does this mean OG is gone? Is he coming back? If he can, I remember saying if they somehow hold on to Mikal and OG Anunoby, they're going to be horrifying on defense. They're going to be really good on defense.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get Mitchell Robinson back.
Josh Hart too.
Josh
He's
Hart,
low key.
DiVincenzo's not a turnstile. He's at least an active on-ball defender. What you gain in Jalen Brunson's offensive side makes up for his defensive. I'm not going to shit on him on the defensive side of the ball. He's just a little undersized. Here's the biggest thing about what the Knicks did.
There's the surprise.
The boys are back in town. I mean, come on. I can't play much more than
I was
that.
like,
That's
we're
about
gonna
it.
get struck.
That's about it. That's the huge thing, man. I mean, they're gonna really see all the tweets. That's like the Knicks are hoping to win a championship on the power of friendship. It's like, you know what? They might. Tell me
They might.
Team chemistry fucking matters. You know.
So what do you? The biggest thing is what are they going to do with Julius Randle? Do you think because he isn't going into the
Bring
last
him
year of his
along.
contract?
Come
Do you think if
on.
he doesn't play as well coming into the trade deadline, they trade him and try to get a couple pieces? I don't know.
Kind of depends. He
'Cause
got off to a really
he's-
slow start last season, and the rumors were abound, as they typically are around the trade deadline for Julius Randle because of the Knicks. But this last this last postseason, they made a conference finals run without Julius Randle.
It's crazy.
And they had OG for some of it, then they didn't. Now you add Mikal Bridges. Hopefully you add a healthy OG Anunoby. I think it makes sense if you move off Randle.
Realistically, what do you want to beat the Celtics?
5 guys that are fucking good on defense and can score the ball, and
You
that's
want
exactly what
great
they've done.
perimeter length guys. Like that's what
Yeah.
you want. They got it.
And if Mitchell Robinson can stay on the court and
Yes.
he actually stays out there. He's a good defensive
Now,
presence.
granted,
And I like-
if it doesn't work out, you can trade. Julius Randle has trade value for
Oh, yeah.
potentially
Yeah.
backup style
Oh,
bigs,
yeah.
and so you solve your size issue potentially in the
Yeah.
trade deadline, and
Especially-
you already have the chemistry between the other guys.
Right, and losing Hartenstein does hurt them, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
will find a piece. They will be active. I feel it feels like for the first time in a long time the Knicks are right there.
Yep.
Like this is the closest in my mind that the Knicks have ever been since I've been a fan of basketball, since I've been watching the NBA. I mean, you know what, like the late '90s Knicks, kinda, or mid '90s Knicks, but like, they've got 5 guys, and that's the thing is, what do you need in the East? You need to beat the
5
Celtics.
dudes.
You need 5
Chemistry, too.
dogs and chemistry. Exactly.
Chemistry,
yeah.
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 And going back on what I said earlier about Kevon Looney, as reported by the New York Times, he did miss a game this season, but it was his first since he had missed since 2019. And to be clear, his streak stretched 254 games, second only to Mikal Bridges.
Wow.
How many minutes a game does he play?
Dog?
Yeah, how many minutes a game does Kevon Looney play?
Career
10,
Kevon Looney,
10. Let's say
11?
10.
Oh, you're not looking it
He
up? I was
wasn't-
looking, I was looking
Oh,
at
I thought you were
Mikal.
looking
This
up there.
dude
my
plays 30.
Man.
He played 35 minutes a game.
Mikal Bridges is doing 35 minutes a game. So
This boy is.
the difference in minutes, I think, might be jarring there, because I don't know that Kevon's playing 35 minutes a game, especially this last season
Let's see.
with what's his name coming off the biggity
I need the
bench.
career stats.
Oh, you didn't go to Basketball Reference. That's your problem.
Oh yeah, what are you
Well,
doing?
it wasn't like the first one that popped up, bitch.
Crazy.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bob. We'll pose this one to you. Bit of an in memoriam.
I'm ready.
The big 3 is gone. Golden State Warriors, and I'm just curious. How's that feel?
Michael, great question. As a fan of the Golden State Warriors since about 2010, let me start here. My personality type allows me to disassociate very easily, both subconsciously and consciously. As of right now, I don't believe Klay Thompson
You're in denial.
is not a Golden State Warrior.
You're in denial.
You know, today was interesting because it was kind of cloudy when I woke up, and then it rained really hard, and then it kind of cleared up again, and the sun came out. And I was sitting in the backyard with my little puppy dog, Otis. Shout out, Otis.
What's up, Otis?
Love that bubby guy.
I'll be in that
Oh,
bitch like,
woo!
"Ah, woo!"
He's listening. Oh, woo! I'm talking about you, Odie boy. Sitting there, and the breeze was blowing, and sitting in the grass. And I thought to myself, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and feel different. Maybe I'll accept a truth. Because there are countless memories that Klay Thompson has been a part of in my lifetime over the last 11, 13 years. So, yeah, he's a huge part of it. And as soon as I watch any highlight tape video, I've avoided it like the plague.
Oh, that 37 point quarter
No dribble.
highlight
Masterpiece.
video is gonna hit like crack in the 80s. That shit is gonna be insane for you, my boy.
60 points in 3 quarters
On 11 dribbles.
on 11 dribbles. We're talking 50 points a game after he had just missed 2 years.
Oh,
Klay Thompson is just absolutely one of the most
No, this is
unbelievable
before.
people.
that was before.
This was definitely before. he got
Chicago-
hurt.
the
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah. No,
game was
he
before.
scored those
that
points.
candle
That game
stop?
was before he got
Okay.
hurt.
It was-
His
I saw
50 point
smoke.
he had a 50 after
No,
he
I'm
got
saying
injured.
that
Oh, I
11
know.
dribble
Yeah,
game.
we know.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to make sure.
All right,
I'm sorry, you want to make sure?
more importantly,
Hey, I'm a Warriors fan too, bro. Come on.
what? You?
Are you pulling a Bob
I
right
fuck
now?
with the. What do you mean? Who? Monte Ellis has literally been my favorite
okay.
player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a Ronnie
okay.
Turioff
Come
stan,
on.
okay?
Come on, man.
Okay. All right. Hey. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Bob, I'm curious. How much does Clay help the Mavs? Shit on him now that he's gone. Not at all. Fuck that guy.
Clay has an unbelievable personality, and he will do everything that he can to work with the team around him. If the Mavs were that close this year, I hesitate to say they won't do the same thing, if not make a good enough run to the finals again this year with Clay.
Wow. Justin.
You know, Michael, my personality type doesn't let me let people off the hook
And
for
forget
bad
about-
decisions
and
and
Owen.
forget dumbass moves they've made throughout history. This is just another iteration of how crappy this front office has been
Bars.
in recent memory.
Sure.
Post Bob Myers.
Yeah, like we have the Jordan Poole situation, the Draymond situation, which leads to the Jordan Poole situation, which leads to them leaving Chris Paul on the side of the road where he belongs to go in a great place. But we then basically lose Klay Thompson for nothing. He chose he didn't want to play for you. He also chose he didn't want to go play with the Lakers for more money and more years. So it's disaster time in Golden State. I also don't believe they're a destination anymore now that they're not going to be winning. Because they weren't one before, and they were in sunny California, and they're not going to be moving forward because they're going to be very bad. Whoa, hey, chill out. So, as far as the Mavericks, the best thing that could happen, absolute best thing that could happen, is they're the 7 seed, and the Warriors wind up being the 8 seed. And Klay scores 60 in the play-in just to fucking bury him.
Story-wise, that'd be great.
But I think he helps them a lot. I think the Mavericks have their own other issues from some pieces that they lost. So I think he helps, but I don't think he helps as much as they've been hurt by their lost pieces.
Sure.
Trey.
This is tough to see. The 3 breakup, that domination for how many? I mean, what was it? 10 plus a whole decade? That's wild to see. And them losing Klay, it was time. I mean, they gave up on him last. You saw them give up on him last year when they benched him, which it's hard to see, but he needed to. That it's his time to go, and him landing on the Mavericks. I was up in the air with it at first, but it's a good spot for him because they got 2 guys that are going to ISO, hold the ball most of the clock. And then they're going to, if they don't have a shot, they're going to dish it. And who they have in the corner? Klay Thompson. That's probably going to, it's going to be a perfect spot and perfect team for Klay. I think he's going to thrive there. And I think we might see him have a bounce back season this year. And it's going to help the Mavericks. It's going to definitely push them forward. The Mavericks have lost some key pieces. So I don't really know what they're going to be doing on the defensive end. They definitely have to make a move for a 3.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an addition when you get Klay Thompson as on the offensive end.
Yeah, I keep my mind keeps going back to all the moments in the finals when there was just a wide open. I mean that Boston defense was clinical in their execution against the Mavericks, but their weakness was corner threes. It felt like especially in Game 5, it felt like every possession there was an open corner 3. The Mavs just weren't hitting anything, so the Celtics weren't being like, fuck it, we'll just stop the drives and we'll be fine. They're not hitting any shots anyways. Well, Klay might hit those, and if he gets hot, he's one of the most lethal hot shooters in the history of the basketball game of basketball.
And people tried clowning him for going 0 for 10. It's like, dude, it was a bad game. Like, you're really going to try to talk shit on Klay Thompson shooting?
Yeah, top 5 shooter of all time. No way.
Come on.
Give me a minute. I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, an 0-10 game is an 0-10 game. It's not. You don't want to see that by anybody. But all right. Hey, Bob, I'm just curious. How big of a blow is losing KCP for the Nuggets?
I mean, the Nuggets aren't doing anything to actually improve their roster, so the fact that they let him go is just so concerning. I really don't know what they're doing, and if Justin's hinting at, he was saying like another big move is coming, it better motherfucking be Denver. Like, they are not doing anything actually in the offseason to improve. Calvin Booth coming out, and shout out to the Jayhawks, saying Christian Brown is almost as good, or he's the next replacement essentially for KCP, is absolute insanity. Like, we've seen Christian Brown do what he's done over the last 2 years. He had a sophomore slump, so you're expecting a third-year man to be as good as 2-time NBA champion Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I don't understand why they haven't done more, if they're cheapening out, if they just don't really care anymore. Maybe the Murray injury scared them off, but this is a team that if they went to Game 7, like, they could have very easily gone to the Western Conference Finals and then the finals. So I don't know.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Denver needs to do at least swing for something big, man, because it is just strange that they've done nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah, right. How much is this going to hurt them?
I think it hurts them. A fair amount. I do think there is credence to the Christian Brown growth potentially. Just because, a third-year player, you would assume he's on the ascending portion. KCP could be on the descending portion. The thing about it is, while KCP goes to the Magic, which I think is great for the Magic,
Yes.
Orlando Magic.
phenomenal. But Let's just say they were in that. I don't know where their money is, but they're obviously over some aprons, or they would have paid him. If they would have paid him the $22 million, would you have paid $66 million a year for KCP? Absolutely not, right? So like, it just kind of makes sense financially that you can't do that. They need to make a couple of moves. I think back on it now, and I had this thought today, which is I think they should have traded Michael Porter Jr. after they won the title. Because that's when his value would have been the highest, and you could have gotten pieces back potentially that were 2 to 3 players that equaled that contract money, and so then you wouldn't be in this position now, where so you could have paid him a little bit more money because you could have lost some other pieces potentially. That's what I think they should have done, and then now they're locked in, so we'll see what happens. It is said that Jokic wants to get Russell Westbrook. Which I want it on the record here and now that if they get Russell Westbrook and Jokic wants Russell Westbrook and it doesn't work out, he's a dumbass the same way LeBron was a dumbass for asking for Russell Westbrook and it didn't work out. Granted, Russell Westbrook played a lot better for the Clippers than he played for the Lakers, so he plays that back up to Jamal Murray role. I think that could be potentially the same role he played in the Clippers when they were in the playoffs and Kawhi got hurt or whatever. So like if he could do that, cool. But I don't see that being the thing because I think what they still need shooting, and Russ doesn't do that. Russ can defend, he can play the point, and he can push things. Like he can attack people. But I mean, he's not the answer. I don't know what the answer is because as much as I'd love for them to get like a Zach LaVine, he's too expensive because he catch and shoot all the time. So like that'd be great, but he's way too expensive.
They don't even really have the assets to pull off a move like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless they're going to mortgage their entire future, which at this rate, I don't know that you can.
At this point, no one, they can't give Zach LaVine away. They tried to attach a first-round pick to him so you'd take him, and people were like, no. You guys were like, no.
Dub said, keep him.
Yeah.
Trey.
Losing KCP is going to be huge defensively.
Yes.
And on the offensive end, the Lakers saw that when they got rid of him, how much he was a loss for them. They don't really have – Christian Brown is not KCP. They're hoping that he is with the minutes that he played. I mean, he scores about half the points. So if he gets that extra 10 minutes, maybe maybe he does get that.
Gets two more dunks.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
He's not shooting it.
No. But they did go get Deron Holmes, another big help out Jokic, 7-footer. I think he helps out. They don't really have anything else though. They need if they could get rid of Michael Porter and have somebody take on his contract. That's their best bet is to try to get something off of him. They do have Julian Strawther, Peyton Watson, young guys that could step up, but it's not gonna be the same championship Nuggets that was in the past. So I think they're in trouble. They definitely need to make some moves. I was hoping they landed Paul George or landed somebody big, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, man. After they lost Bruce Brown and Jeff Green last offseason, I was like, I don't know. I feel like we might feel this at some point, and then I felt like we felt it against Minnesota more than maybe we're willing to admit. This, though, is going to be glaring. I more so think on the defensive side because not anybody can shoot the ball, especially not as well as KCP, but a lot of people can shoot the ball. But it's hard that it's rare that you find a guy that does both as well as he does. I mean, he's a borderline elite defender. Mm-hmm. He's going to help out the Magic a shitload in that Eastern Conference. They're going to be making some noise. It's going to hurt them. I think they need to make a move, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know what's left. Like, are they going to go get Larry Markkinen? I don't think so. They don't have the assets to pull that off. After that, it's like, what kind of trades are still even out there? I'm a little concerned, especially because after last summer, Calvin Booth is sitting there talking about the way this roster is built and the way that we're set up. We're not going to be a one and done. We're set to like do this for multiple years, and now that roster looks like a completely different team, and they've only lost 3 key pieces. It feels. I don't know. I'm surprised that they lost it. All right, we got a couple more. Let's get this thing pushing. Yeah. Up, push a T. Let me see you push Curiosity Corner. How much will Victor benefit from CP3 being his starting point guard? Assuming starting his point guard.
Yeah, I think CP3 is going to help a lot with the development of the rest of the team, kind of understanding how to play with someone like a Victor Victor level talent, like an Avengers level threat. They have to know when the timing has to come. You need someone who's a little more systematic, a little more experienced. I'll just go ahead and say what you guys said last year. It's pretty much like when Gordon Hayward went to the Oklahoma City Thunder and was like totally going to change the culture and bring a veteran presence into the locker room. They're going to be a lot better. And then essentially just was worthless as a player. I think CP3 will be very similar. I don't think he's going to have a lot of this production on the court that maybe one would expect from a traditional, point guard that is Chris Paul. But I think I see him being way more secondary in a lot of things and using his experience to help the rest of the team grow, and he'll just take the big back seat.
Justin.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he starts just because I don't think he can play those minutes. That's all it is. You say that he didn't play the minutes last year.
Steph Curry was the starting point
bro.
guard.
I
Are you
understand
serious?
that. Do you think Chris Paul can play 30 minutes a night for an
You don't
82
have
game
to.
season?
He doesn't
need to.
That's
You
the
don't need to
starting
play
point
30
guard. That's what
minutes.
they
No,
he
that's
has
not
Trey
what we're talking
Jones.
about. You can start
You guys
and
are
not play
crazy.
30 minutes. What?
Jesus.
Okay, start him and play him 5
Wow.
minutes. Like, what are we doing? He's going to help that
God,
team.
you
He's
sound
just
like an idiot.
not going to be the starting point guard, in my opinion. Why would you go get the Castle kid if you're going to do the whole thing for Chris Paul? I think Chris Paul helps the team a lot. I just don't think he starts. And I think that's the biggest thing he's going to bring is he's going to play. So it's not fully Udonis Haslem, but he's going to bring more Udonis Haslem than he is going to bring Chris Paul to the team.
Trey?
They brought in Chris Paul to be the starter. They have Stephen Castle as their 2 guard. He's gonna learn under Chris Paul to be the point guard when he leaves or when he's done. They have Devin Vassell that can play the 3. Jeremy Sohan bumps up to the 4, and then they got Victor at 5. Trey Jones isn't your starter, but they can each play 15, 20 minutes and have Trey Jones coming in and out. They have Blake Wesley.
Yeah, if you're telling me
They have
Devontae Graham is
Malachi
starting
Brannon.
over
No.
Chris Paul, I'm not.
Chris Paul's going to be
hearing
their
it.
veteran presence. That's going to.
You haven't even mentioned Keldon Johnson.
We're not. Keldon Johnson, we ain't worried about him.
Really?
He will play minutes for them. He'll play a lot of minutes for them.
Chris Paul is definitely going to be the veteran presence that helps his team, and helps these guards with Pop. Like that's what Pop's the reason why they went out and got this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
He makes all the
He made the
decisions.
call. Also, well,
not all of them.
He is going to average 2 points, 1 rebound, and 14 assists per game because he's going to be able to fucking throw it to Victor the way that all these young kids weren't doing last year. We talked about this several times throughout the season where it's like the amount of plays that it's just like, just throw it up there. He's 7'6" with a fucking 150-foot wingspan. He can catch it from the fucking 3rd row. Go lob it. The lobs are gonna be insane. I can't wait for it. And more than that, I hope he's able to imprint that basketball IQ that Chris Paul is known for upon Victor. He's gonna benefit a lot. All right, last one. Bob. The Lakers drafting Bronny. Corny
Yes.
or cool?
Super cool.
Yeah,
I think if you call it corny, you're just a hater.
agree. Justin.
I think it can be both. In a world where we hate certain things, I think those can all be. I think there was better places for him to go, and so that's why I think could be kind of corny. I think he could have learned a lot more in Minnesota. Learning from a small point guard that learned how to that plays defense for a very long time in the league. I don't know many people that could teach him how to do that better than Mike Conley. So,
Trey.
So it's very cool because it's the first they made history, and it's the first father-son to ever play. I see why they did it. You got to keep LeBron James happy. It's a good key player. He's going to be a good role player, especially playing under LeBron, having his IQ. Good move. I see why people think it's corny. I mean, the guy averaged 4.8 points last year, two rebounds, 2 assists. Anybody of that caliber coming out of the call it, in this draft, even in this draft was pretty weak, and he's going in the 2nd round. So a lot of guys that are putting up those type of numbers aren't getting drafted. I mean,
That's true.
No, I'm just being honest.
Absolutely, that's true.
So it does help the case with LeBron. I see why people say it. And if a Boogie Ellis guard from USC, double the numbers, average like 15. He put up and went undrafted. So I see why players like him would be like, yo, what's going on here? Why am I getting undrafted when I'm putting up triple the numbers of this guy? Like actually like good numbers, role player numbers.
Yeah.
And then this guy, which we know why he's getting drafted. We can't.
Yeah.
But it's not corny.
But also, it's.
I want to say it's corny.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. Also,
Yeah.
it's the 55th fucking pick in the draft. That's the draft that you take a flyer on somebody. Also, we forget. Yeah, he had a bad year at USC. I don't necessarily think that that is completely on him. We forget he was a McDonald's All-American. He was projected to be a lottery pick, and then he had the cardiac arrest.
And then his heart stopped.
Yeah, had a cardiac arrest on the court, which recovered well. Thank God, he's healthy and fine. And then I think a lot of his early stage in his first and only season at USC was trying to reintegrate himself, not only to in a new team, new system, new coaches, new players, but back to the sport. He was out for a long time because of this, nearly life-threatening thing that happened to him. So, it's a flyer. The best 55th pick ever is Patty Mills. The second best is maybe Aaron Wiggins. So there's a fall off there. You feel me? 55th pick, you take a flyer, and if it means you keep the best player of all time happy and on your roster and wanting to stick around and potentially take a pay cut for a guy that you're incapable of going to get signed, you do it. And is he going to be important? I don't think so. But are we going to see something that we've never seen in the NBA? Absolutely. And that's fucking cool as shit. Okay. Thank you for joining us for the Curiosity Corner. That was a long fucking Curiosity Corner. All right. Let's get to, let's see. What do we have to do here? I don't remember what's coming next.
Oh my God. I did not see that coming.
It was the random question of the day, you fool.
He always gets us.
That's true. It's the random
home,
question
you
of
don't
the
understand how loud it
day.
is.
That's the random question of the That is true. I don't think they understand. Yeah, that's true. Random question of the day. If you get it right, you get 1,000. Earlier in this episode, we discussed DeJounte Murray's trade to the Pelicans. Your question today is, when queuing up the question, what did I say the Hawks traded DeJounte Murray for?
A handshake agreement and a candy bar.
Like 6 pence.
A soda and a bag of chips.
6 pence. I don't know.
Yeah, I want everybody to know this is my mother's idea. She's like, you got to do a
that's
random question
pretty
of
good.
the day
Yes,
earlier
those are
in the episode.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's good, huh? No, it was a firm handshake and a stick of gum.
Damn it.
2 out of the 3 of you laughed, and you were struggling at the time, so I don't blame you. You're going through
At
it.
least
but
I was closest.
No 1,000. You were. Yes, you were closest. All right, no 1,000 points today. Let's get to our final game of the day, which today is a good one. It's one we haven't done in a while, also since April. I think April 8th as well. It was a new one back then
Not
when we
one
did
now.
it the first time. It wasn't in April. We'd done it several times then. We've done it before now,
What
too.
is it?
What is happening?
The game is the fast break. Welcome to the Fast Break. Good thing I made this, not a whole lot of rounds on this. We're nearly at an hour already. Welcome to the Fast Break. In this one, you will work as a team, going in rotation to quickly name as many NBA things as you can that fit the category of the round. You will score points if you reach the target number. I receive the points. If you don't, the team fails to reach a target number. One of you may use a solo save to name the remaining items. If you're confident you can reach the target on your own for double or nothing points. Sound good, team?
Sounds good.
We've done it before. Let's do it again.
Perfect.
Round 1 is worth 100 points. 12 is the target score. The category is players changing teams this offseason.
Do we start anywhere?
Wherever you want, your team.
Klay Thompson.
Chris Paul.
Paul George.
Excellent. Now we're to.
Damn.
My brain is absolutely off.
That's
still.
true. You're a pudding boy over there. Yeah, you got smooth brain tonight because of the
I don't think I
ground
got
zero.
12.
I don't know.
9 more in me.
Yeah, anybody want to save 100 points? Anybody want to save? Double or nothing?
9
No.
more?
Michael's gonna eat this week.
Nah, I can't. I don't have it. There's-
Okay.
it's
So
crazy.
if I tried and I don't get it, what happens?
He gets
9
200
more
points.
No, it's just double or nothing. If you get it wrong, I get 100. If you get it right, you get
Oh.
200.
If you think you can do 9 more, go for it.
Okay, round
All
2
right.
is worth 150
I had like 4 in my head,
points.
yeah.
18 is the target score. Woo. This one's easy. You guys will get this.
Okay.
Hall of Famers.
Michael Jordan.
Magic Johnson.
Kobe Bryant.
Give me Larry Bird.
Give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Bill Russell.
Kevin McHale.
Give me Wilt Chamberlain.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Dwayne Wade.
Tim Duncan.
David Robinson.
Bill Walton.
Ooh, let's go with Scottie Pippen.
Clyde Drexler.
How about Tony Parker?
Let's go with Tracy McGrady.
Let's go with Patrick Ewing.
Dr. J.
I'm going to go with Dominique Wilkins. Are we there?
Is that it? I don't know.
13, 14,
I
15,
think we're-
16, 17,
yeah.
18 with Wilkins.
18. All right. Good job. 100
Actually, it could have been 19. I think it
I
is.
was
I
like,
think it was 19.
I was
but
like
it's
sitting there
okay.
thinking, I'm like, hold up.
Nicely done. 150 points to the three
job,
of you.
guys.
Well done. Okay, next round. Next round is worth 200 points. 12 is the target score. 12 is the target score. Players named Jalen.
Oh, easy. Jalen Brown.
Jalen Rose.
Jalen Green.
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Duran.
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Wilson.
Give me Jalen Johnson.
Give me Jalen Carter.
Jalen Smith.
That would do it, right?
That would do it.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, Jalen Smith is the...
Jalen Carter?
Yeah.
How do you spell Jalen? Is it J-L-E-N?
He said, hold up.
I
Who said Jalen Carter?
I did because
Jalen Carter, J-L...
Yeah.
J-A-Y... No.
That's an NFL
There is
player.
no Jalen Carter. There is no Jalen Carter. I was like,
It's a tackle for the
I was like,
Eagles.
who?
Jalen Brown.
Anybody want a solo save?
For the one more?
Yeah, I got
yeah?
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one more. Yeah, I mean, we have to solo save. One of us. I mean, Trey, who do you want to do it? You or me?
You.
Okay, then we have Jalen Brown, Jalen Rose, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, Jalen Brunson, both J. Wills, Jalen Wilson, Jalen Johnson, Jalen Smith. We also have Jalen. Smith, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter? No.
No.
Give me
Oh,
Jalen.
wow. No.
Jalen Williams.
just throw out a last name.
We already said them.
That's what you
Jalen
did.
Jackson.
Jalen Jackson doesn't know
think
either.
Jalen Jackson.
Jalen Johnson. Yeah, you got
Johnson. we
Jalen
did
Wilson.
Williams. We
I
did
said
Wilson.
Jalen Wilson.
Oh, Wilson said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Damn. I don't know if there's any more.
There's more. There's a lot of Jalen's. Because that's that.
Jalen
I'm only looking at
Sharp?
I'm only looking at the J-A-L-E-N's, not the J-A-Y-L-E-N.
Oh, I just looked at the J-A-Y. There's more. Yeah.
Jalen Noel, Jalen Williams, Jalen Horde, Adams, Morris, Barford, Clark, Hands, Jalen Hands.
Jalen Hands.
Damn.
But here's the thing. They didn't really play the league. Bunch of nothings.
Okay, sure, fine. There. My point is
There is
were
more.
more. So 200 points to your boy on a double or nothing's failed solo save. But of course, gentlemen, you know what that was.
That's right, it's the Jalen round. Jalen Brown, it's the Jalen Brown, yeah. Jalen Brown, it's the Jalen Brown, yeah. Jalen Brown.
12 Jalen's. Yes, 12 Jalen's. 12 Jalen's. I dare
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Jalen.
12 Jalen's.
All right, last round worth 250 points, working as a team again and still. 12 is the target score once more. Players playing in the 2024 Olympics.
Okay. How about Victor Wembanyama?
How about Rudy Gobert?
How about LeBron James?
Now for Jason Tatum.
Give me, I don't know, Steph Curry.
Give me Zach Edey.
No, he just opted out of the Olympics.
Did he just? He just did.
Yeah, it was announced that the Grizzlies said no to him.
Why did I do that?
Sorry.
I did not see that.
What was the target?
Joel Embiid.
12. Where do
He
we
was
at?
on the roster.
5.
Okay.
Where are we at? 5?
1,
Five?
2,
Seven?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're at 5.
7?
We're going to how many?
12?
I could
7
do
more?
it.
I
You
think I can
can't.
get there. Yeah.
You've already solo saved.
I know. I'm
so.
saying I could.
Oh,
That's
then
my fault. Yeah,
let's
solo
do it.
set,
Let's
yeah.
try it. Let's give it a shot.
All
I need
right. We
can
7
definitely
of
do
them. Give me Luka. Give me Mo. Give me Franz. Give me Jokic. Go ahead. What was I looking for? Oh, that was kind of crazy. Give me Bam. Give me Drew Holiday. Go ahead and give me, I believe. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Jamal Murray. Give me Dennis Schroeder. Go ahead and give me RJ Barrett. And that's it.
Yeah, he
They
got
might
it.
8 of them.
With
Nine
the, with the Canadian call, he got it.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. Nope. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was like, no, what?
Thanks, dude.
What was the number you had to
Yeah,
get
my
to?
bad on that.
Champions.
12? I think I had 8. Oh,
Yeah,
I had to get a 7.
He
but
added. He added 7 on top of
I
our
named
5.
I named 9. So even if 1 or 2 of them were wrong, I named 9.
Yeah, because I thought if Luka isn't on the team because of his injuries, that one crossed my
Oh,
mind.
he's playing.
Okay, good.
He's already playing.
Then we're in.
Doing some research on this one moment.
Yeah, the Drew Holiday was good. I was thinking Embiid. You said Bam. That was a good one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Yep. Nice.
Who are you?
Hell yeah.
Who are you wishy-washy?
Jokic, it's not for sure if he's been played or not.
Fair
Also,
enough.
only one of the Wagners is fully committed. They're both on the roster, but neither of them are fully committed. So it's a little tricky. I should have chosen some more black and white category, something easier that's a little bit more defined. But go ahead and have your points then. So
Yes, sir.
what do we finish that game with there, my brother?
That game we finished Michael with 300 big ones, and
Whoa.
the rest of us with 400
Hey.
big ones.
We actually ended up with points.
So then recap the day for us there, points-wise, my man.
On the day, 400 big ones to the 3 amigos out here.
Hey.
That means somebody's spinning the wheel. 500 big ones to Big Mikey.
Closer
Big
than
Mikey!
Big Mikey. Closer than it has been, I would say.
Yeah, it was a good
5
one.
to 4 is, a
it
100-point difference
I
at
mean,
the start
that's,
of the
you
month.
know what I mean?
Oh,
Back and forth. That's game 7 right there.
Hey, right
you
there.
know?
And that's what I like to say. Oh, and I've always said that.
Yeah. Spin it.
Gonna. I will.
Spin that wheel.
Spin it, person.
My bet odds are double. All right.
2 to 1. Crazy.
Hey, we love that.
Crazy.
Which,
Crazy.
now that we're talking about bets, I've got a good idea. We should break on out and do a little business that we've done before. It's called Props to You.
Hey. Another exciting episode of Props to You. Now, you all know it. You all love it. We do this all the time.
Ain't that the truth?
We have got a close one. First week. Gotta be close,
Good.
right?
This is a 5-weeker, right?
Nail biter.
5 weeker. This is
Bob's missing a week.
week 1, day 1.
And you know what that means? He's gonna have a.
Wow, 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 wow.
He's gonna have a.
Yay, Trey.
Hey,
I always come to you last on this. Trying to give you an edge. Not anymore.
Hey,
Hey.
trying to edge him.
You've got Brittany Griner over 18.5 points versus the Connecticut Sun. You've got 1,900 points just like Bob and I do. How many points are you betting?
I'll bet 300.
300 big ones.
Very conservative.
Very
conservative.
It is an election year, so
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, how you doing?
I'm playing
doing
conservative
good.
this year.
You've got Skylar Diggins under hater bet 14.5 versus Dallas. You also got the 900 points. Trey just bet 300 points. Are you going to try and play aggressive? Or are you going to try and play
I'm playing conservative
this year? And you know
Nobody
what?
said Jalen McDaniels.
I know. I'm not happy about it. I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and bet just 500 points. Something light, something easy, but still a little get you there. You know what I mean? It's like a shot of Jameson. It's light, it's airy, but it gets you there. So, listen. Hey, Bob!
Yes. What? the-
Delicious.
Grow up, Michael. Listen. Now, sorry. BBL Bob, listen to me here. You have got one of your followers. You've picked him out here.
I have. So I actually I think she actually liked a photo of mine once.
Hey, yo.
Did actually follow.
Yo, Sarah, get the gloves on.
Yeah. It's about to be. That's about to be.
I don't know her first
Beats
name.
by Sarah.
Natasha Cloud.
Natasha Cloud.
Tasha.
Over 11.5 points versus the Connecticut Sun. 900 points. He went 300. I went 500. Will you go with the trend to 700?
I know, man. I'm going to be down a week next week, so I either try to make up for it now with confidence, or I just accept my fate and figure it out later. Yeah, give me 900.
There it is.
Come on, Tosh.
Shoot for the stars. Big Mikey.
Big Mikey.
Big Mikey.
Hey, what you doing? Hey, fucking
I
Big
loved
Mikey.
you on recess.
Hey,
Listen,
fucking Big Mikey.
2,000 points. You're in the lead by 100 points right now. Your odds are double.
Yeah.
So you could blow the lid off.
You know what?
You don't have to though.
You know what I've been doing for so long?
I'm playing conservative this
You
year.
have.
I've been playing conservative so long. My bet odds are doubled.
They are?
It's a 5-week month. If I find myself in last, I'll just I'm gonna put 1,000 down.
1,000 of them. Caitlin Clark under 16.5 points. What a hater bet.
My
in.
explanation there, I
Okay.
love me some CC. However, the last time she played them, she had 8 points, and also, I think she went like 4 of like 22 or something. The Vegas Aces are one of the best defensive teams in the league.
Kelsey's going to go hard on her.
Kelsey gonna go hard. She can go hard. And Asia, obviously defensive player of the year candidate, probably front runner at this point.
MVP, yeah.
I will take that bet confidently at 2-to-1 odds. Give me Caitlin Clark's under.
What if she puts up like 50?
That'd be
nuts.
amazing. I would love that.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
She outscores Joel Embiid 70, whatever the hell. I'd be nuts. Well, she's definitely going under now.
One of these days.
That's what we have. I don't,
That's
you
what
know,
we have, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. It has been a fun one today. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at @yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube right now, drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Send it to a friend. All that good stuff. Also, just a reminder, we are recording live from the Yay Studio.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
My boy, Bob, what you got for the people?
You know, like I said last week, last week when we were talking about the draft, man, Rob Dillingham to the T-Wolves, perfect situation for him.
Good.
It's going to be great. Be on the lookout for that. A backcourt of, a prime Ant with a really well-developed Rob Dillingham after
Learning behind Conley.
right behind Conley. I mean, that team is really, really cool and great, but also the T-Wolves, all they've done in the offseason is just draft a rookie, trade up for a rookie. So
How's your tummy?
it's good. It actually is like settled, not bad at all. Vanilla Greek yogurt, too good. Sponsor us.
Better or worse than the bomb?
Better. I feel a lot. It's not as bad as the bomb.
Yeah.
The bomb.
Hot wise, it's hotter, but pain wise, it's not as painful.
You
Not
prepped
as
for this
painful.
too.
Had a little bit
So,
of prep
you know.
time, made all the difference, and yeah, pretty good.
Trey keeps stealing my mouse.
I don't know why it keeps happening.
Justin.
So, guys, new season.
Mm.
The season starts now,
We're back.
and you know what that means.
Hang on right now.
You stop.
Actually, keep going, but stall.
Okay, so don't do what I'm gonna do.
Do what you're going to do, but just give me like 60 seconds.
Okay, so like
keep hyping it up.
For me, honestly, I think this off season's the best part, right? Because here we go. This is where we build the season. Right?
Optimism.
This is where this is your world building right now. That's what this is, right? Yeah. Shout out to writers and dungeon masters and whatever. You build it up, so now when we get excited. What's gonna happen? We go to the future. We go into those other kinds of things. We're gonna make up how things are gonna go. We're gonna envision it in our heads. We're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna root sometimes for the worst.
What's back?
And that means this season, you know what is back?
What's
Tell
back,
us.
baby?
I don't know if I should wait for it or not. Wizards Watch is back, man! The best prospect in the draft, Alex Sarr, going to, honestly, the future title town. It will be where everything will come to fruition. What did we do? Got big guys all over the place. Valanciunas here, Rashawn Holmes here, Marvin Bagley.
Big.
We're
Keyshawn
here.
George, Buck
Also,
Carrington.
yeah, all of them.
Bub.
But also, are we going to trade Kyle Kuzma? Who knows? Keep him there. I don't even care. He's going to dress weird. He's going to play great sometimes. Jordan Poole can't get any worse. Gotta get better, right? So we're coming. We're here.
We're coming.
And we are going to win more than 5 games for sure.
Probably.
And I would venture to say we will be in the playoff picture for the majority of the season and end in the play-in
Wow.
because Alex Sarr is that guy.
Wizards Watch is so effing back.
Hey, shout out to Weyor for joining us. He
Man.
says he is
Weyor.
first time able to catch a live stream. Thank you so much for
Hey.
joining us. We are glad to have you, my brother.
We
We're just
are.
about
We
to get
are
out of
glad
here,
to
but
see
be
you.
sure you back and rewatch it. Trey, tell me what you got for the people, my brother, man.
Man, how did they let Dalton Connect fall to the 17th spot?
Yeah.
How'd they let the Lakers get that guy?
Connect 4.
Connect 4, man. Yeah, that guy's going to be a huge addition to the Lakers. They get the 3. What's funny?
I hope he leads the league.
John
in
Anthony says,
3-point
20-win season, here we come. Detroit
No.
will finish above Washington, calling it now.
But no, yeah, huge addition for him. And yeah, shout out to Dalton Connect.
Can you give him a week
SEC
ban,
Player of the
please?
Year.
Shout out to
Best player in the
you,
draft, honestly.
Did you see the? Did you
Yes,
see
he
his?
was the most NBA ready in the draft.
Did you see the reaction after he gave some sort of hand sign after they came up with him on camera or whatever, and it was the NBA draft, and he did some.
No, I didn't see it.
I'll show you the video later.
No,
it's
no, I
it's
didn't see it.
hilarious.
Give us the hand sign.
He did a hand
Jump
sign.
on board where you can.
Well, since Trey has no interest in doing it, I'll tell you.
Wow.
Today is National Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day.
Oh, yeah.
So go get some, something that's called Ain't Your Daddy's of Cookies and Cream or whatever. That tiny little ice cream shop that's down the street that makes really good stuff, but it's really tiny and somehow it's $8 still. And you're like, I don't really need that for one scoop.
And it's got lavender and basil flavored ice cream.
Right. Or you could also celebrate National U.S. Postage Stamp Day.
Oh, shout out to
And
the-
where would we be without the USPS?
Shout out to the U.S. Postal Service, USPS. Best
You know
deliveries.
who's going postal this year? The Washington Wizards!
Time for me to get poked.
All
man.
right.
Use the gun shop
You're
one.
making a very rash decision.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. Really do appreciate it. It has been a fun one. It has been a cool one. Well, it hasn't been cool. It's kind of warm in here. Wasn't cool for Bob.
It's toasty.
Bob was hot. He is hot.
Bob
We
is
love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Basketball.